You know when you're at school, there's always somebody, a couple of people, head boy, head girl. If you had to put money on someone to succeed, the safe money would be right there. They're good looking, they're good at sport, they're clever, they're amazing. And then there's other people that just go under the radar. You know, they're just, nothing wrong with them, nothing, you know, no major defects, just not quite the headline grabbers. And yet, at the school reunion, 10, 20 years later, who comes back as the big king daddy-o? These people that have been overlooked. You know, there's something in them that drives them to succeed. If a surfboard found itself in a classroom, and if there was one that was going to be overlooked, only to be rediscovered on its merit, then this is it. This is the Firewire Activator. And it's still wet, fresh from our little Firewire Super Surf this morning. And I grabbed it out of the Firewire stable, almost overlooked it again, slapped on a deck pad, obviously not taking enough care because half of it came off. And I loved it. Out of all the boards I surfed this morning, this one gave me the most pleasure. It's just a really good board. This is ultimately the Dominator 2.0. So you've got the basic Dominator DNA running through it, the contours, the bottom curve, the rail design, the outline, but it's been refined. It's got this double wing in the back. You can surf it as a thruster or a quad. I actually went with a bit more volume in mind this time. I went to the upper scale of the volume. So this one's 32.8 litres, and this is the 511. So I kind of bumped it up a little bit. My Dominator is 5'8", and so you surf it like if you had a performance spectrum where you had the Dominator as kind of slacker waves, any level surfer, you know, a low level intermediate, all the way through to people who can really surf, could get away with a Dominator. You know, you just pick the right size for you, the right volume, and anyone surfs a Dominator. And then at the other end of it, you've got the Unibrow. That's a kind of high performance Dominator, and we'll get to that in a second. But this kind of sits in the middle. This sits alongside the Spitfire in that middle ground where good surfers can jump on this and have a good time. I mean, I'm gonna be a bit conceited and refer to myself as a good surfer, but you know, I've been around for a while, I've been practicing a bit, so I sort of know what I'm doing, but I really enjoyed surfing this board. So the Activator, often overlooked, often maligned, and yet nothing wrong with it. And I think we're going to put this in our quiver down in my academy, and I'm also going to put in sort of a slightly bigger one, like a 6'3", 6'4", maybe even a 6'6", as a novice board, but it's not. It's kind of it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's a great board, really fun, high enough performance for anyone to be able to really drive through turns, great volume, and don't overlook it. If you're not sure, if you don't know which way to go, try the Activator. It's the one that will surprise you at the class reunion. It's great. It's really good.